Say the question one more time, please.
Okay, tell me what brought you from the Philippines to the United States.
My mother was a teacher in Nigeria and she moved to the United States and later on picked up my sister, myself, and my father to...
You're sweating. It's cool. Yes, I try to make it happen.
Yo, I'm warmed up now. It's over. Okay, good.
So MCing is something that I developed later from watching all the artists that came out of my camp, out of my record label. And supposedly I'm supposed to be a good MC now, so I don't know.
Between each question, we'll just give them we have a towel. Anybody got a towel?
You have two hoodies on? Do you have two hoodies on?
Excuse me?
You have two hoodies?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
you should
right,
take
yeah.
the black one off.
No.
I'm ready. This is going to be the best answers y'all going to get from me now.
All right, ready? All right. So you mentioned you started your own record label in New York.
I started my own record label in New York, 1998. It's called Headbop Music. And I learned so much from it. I put out so much records. I have like 10 vinyls in my catalog. And from learning the business is what made me become a better artist. Performing in the Philippines, I'm able to reach the massa easier opposed to somebody who doesn't know how to speak Tagalog. It's just an extra edge. It's a plus. But at the same time, I don't like being pinned down as somebody that's just catering to Filipino, like to Filipinos alone or only because I'm more Brooklynite than anything. I'm a kid that grew up in Brooklyn, so I represent Brooklyn as much as I represent Philippines. There's the gangster side of hip hop, and then there's the conscious side. And I usually just I try to be as versatile as I can be and pick how. What kind of audience is in front of me, and if it's the hardcore people, I have stuff prepared to cater to them. I have stuff prepared to cater to old matatanda and little bata and mga Pinoy, and I could cater to conscious rappers because I am all of that. Like when I first moved to, when I was in New York rapping first, before I went to the Philippines, I was more street oriented. Like, I would talk about taking over the blocks and the street hustle and this and that. And when I went back to the Philippines, I'm no longer fighting for just a block. I'm fighting for a country and trying to put them on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference. Like my imagination just stretched wider, and I think I've matured with my music because of those experiences. So I could cater to basically any audience. I am so sure of that. That sounded so cocky, dude.
It's good. So, speaking of your experiences and whatnot, what are these experiences that you talk about in your music, and how have these experiences developed in your music?
My music developed from being street orientated to being conscious about a little bit about politics, about say the question again, because I lost my
So you talk about certain experiences
coming to the Bay Area from New York City, my whole world just opened up. I start talking about things and want to study things like I might team up with Mike Dream and light green up, paint a picture of my dreams. Like, Mike Dream is somebody that's so new to me and didn't realize how legendary homie was. But see, stuff like that is like stuff that I see. I always incorporate it into my music. Passing by the Oracle, show you what my aura do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just everything that I see. I might even rhyme about just sitting here and getting interviewed by Miss Ann. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I do it. Like, I almost have to travel for me to be able to make music. Like I feel, I don't know, some kind of gypsy or some nomad or something. I was growing up in the Philippines up to like 8 years old. I used to sell peanuts and cigarettes and like rooster fights. I don't like to say cockfighting, it don't sound right. But I ran the streets so much that I even tampered with the street hustle, and for years I've done that, all the way down to being a founder of an independent record label at a young age and starting up his own barbershop, and then being an artist that got well respected and even made it to from celebrity poker, the Celebrity Beach Tournament in the Philippines, and then establishing myself as a Brooklyn MC in front of a crowd that's not even Pinoy, because we don't have a Pinoy community that follows hip-hop in the East Coast like they do have in the West Coast. I have to buckle down every time and really step my game up and to be able to compete. It's just so much transitions, and I feel like I'm there now. I'm just excited for a lot of things to come.
I guess, how does Billboard fit in with Legendary, your album?
Legendary, the album, is the movie Billboard. It's like I can't sell myself short since it's also attached intricately with a movie, a reality TV show, a performance on stage, a book. So it has to be handled by people who are able to bring it out to the world in a bigger way, how I see it and visualize it, and that's what I'm fighting for. So I'm fighting to be relevant enough to get trust from corporate, from these corporate executives who could fund the Billboard the movie.
So you're planning, you're not planning to release this album until this movie?
Right.
Oh, okay. So when do you expect that to happen?
I expect to get funding as soon as tomorrow, but if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it could happen next week. If it don't, 2 years from now, I'll still be fighting for the same thing. And if I'm 72 years old and I still don't have this thing, I still probably like, Mix, give me a shot to say, give me this, you know what I'm saying? Put me on TV and say, this kid deserves it. He's 72 years old and he's still fighting for the same thing. That's persistence over resistance, you dig?
How, you just explain this movement and what you want to get out of it.
So the Legendary, wait, hold on. Yeah, I confused myself. This thing is so like this, right? Legendary album, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, Legendary album, Billboard the movie, Billboard the book bestseller, Heart of a Champ. These things are, it's like, put it this way. I want to be the first person to be able to direct, act, be a recording artist, a published writer, and all in one. I'm just trying to push my own limits. Like I just don't want to sell myself short to God. I just know that if you want to compete, you have to believe in yourself that much. Like why would I want to be separated? Why would I not want to be where Kanye West, Nas, Jay-Z, and all these important figures? Why wouldn't I want to be where they at? Why am I not allowed to think that I could reach that point? So what I'm trying to do is inspire other cats to believe in themselves. And I think when that's what I get from them. They always say, like, Mike, you inspire me because you're so determined in what you're trying to get. So all those people that's clinging into this, like, because hip-hop now is so, like, it's so commercial, it's so watered down that so much things get tainted, and I think I have something to offer that's new to hip-hop, new to the world, and heroic to some in the Philippines because they are who I fight for. So when people watch my DVDs, they watch the industry of the Philippines. They watch the rappers of the Philippines who barely have enough money to feed themselves and their children and their kids. Basically, I'm fighting for them. So to the Billboard, it's not just mine, it's my best friends and brothers from Brooklyn and here in the Bay now, and my peers in the Philippines who fought along with me in the trenches. So once I get this, I get to put everybody that helped me. Once I get this deal, I get to put everybody that helped me on the very first Billboard, a collage of pictures, hundreds and thousands of people, from mothers who fed me, from people that let me stay in their cribs when I needed to, and I needed a place to shower, like my homie Joel. Like, it's just so much people that helped me that one day when I get this, I'm going to throw all of them in that Billboard just to let them know we made it. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the beginning. So you just got to stay tuned and watch. You know what I'm saying? The entertainment industry in the Philippines does not give them enough opportunities, does not fund their projects, does not give them any light of exposure. They always disregarded, rejected, disrespected. To be a rapper in the Philippines is the worst career move a person could make, you know what I'm saying? So for a rapper coming from the Philippine industry to even get to this point where I'm at, it's not supposed to be possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be possible. Like, we're known for, when you say rappers in the Philippines, you say Andrew E. and Francis M. They are the main names. They are the kings of rap. They've been monopolized the game for over 20 years. Until this day, they still hold that crown. And the executives does not give the young, talented rappers a chance to grow up and be themselves. So when the kids, the rappers in the Philippines, feel like they have to imitate what's going on in America for them to have a chance to be heard, which is why that's what I fought for. So I'm contaminating so much, not only like Filipino rappers, it's Colombian rappers, you got rappers from Liberia, Africa that I'm with, cats from London, from Toronto, Canada, Melbourne, Australia. Like, we are spreading, and even I'm overwhelmed by it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep pursuing it, because of the possibilities. I just want them to, hopefully I could inspire them, you know, because when they get inspired is when I get inspired. So I kind of need them.
Can you use that one more time?
Okay.
And,
if you glued to YouTube, YouTube can use a true look, man.